Good morning, everyone. Happy Election Day. It is November 5th, Tuesday. Pause in the Facebook Live. Lisa, Lydia with you here this morning. We're going to get your Election Day forecast in a minute, but of course, we'd like to remind you every day that we're live here on Facebook every day, but it stays on your feed throughout the day. So whenever it works best for you, you can check it out on your Facebook feed, your top morning news and weather headlines. We'll get to some election headlines here in a minute. But first, you're on Fog Watch this morning.
Yeah, it's soupy out there, especially just to our west. So Fargo, Grand Forks, you're looking out your window, you're thinking, there's no fog. That's because we have clouds. We have really low-hanging clouds, and that's kind of stopping the fog from forming. The fog forms best underneath clear sky, and that's happening closer to Highway 281, where we do have a dense fog advisory in effect until 10 o'clock this morning. I've seen visibility near zero in Langdon all morning long. Devil's Lake, Jamestown, even less than a mile, so lots of soup out in that direction. While visibility is fine here, we have really low-hanging clouds, stubborn stratus clouds that are just stuck. So is the fog. Everything's just kind of stuck today. Wind is pretty much non-existent this morning, all the way up through the levels of the atmosphere. So there's nothing to help just push this stuff out of here, including the cloud cover. So expect pretty gray skies today. A peak of sun is possible here and there this afternoon, but I'm not promising it, and it's not widespread. So if you see a peak of sun, you're a lucky one. Otherwise, temperatures low 40s this afternoon. Wind stays light, so at least that's kind of a comfort factor for today. We do this again tomorrow. Wind out of the northwest, but still 0 to maybe 10 miles an hour. So foggy start, cloudy sky, maybe even a sprinkle for some of us tomorrow. There's a little rain snow system out in western North Dakota, and it's going to stay out there, but it'll try to send maybe a sprinkle or a flurry in this direction for tomorrow. Finally, by Thursday, the wind picks up out of the southwest, which who knew we'd be hoping for a little bit of wind. It'll pick up out of the southwest 10 to 20 miles an hour, helping to get rid of the fog, get rid of the clouds, and we see more sunshine by sun on Thursday, temperatures 40s, more sun Friday, temps in the 50s. So not a bad day to end the work week. And I really don't have rain for the rest of the week too. We just got to get rid of some of this gloominess over the next couple days.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Lydia. All right. Well, as we mentioned, Election Day is here and voters are out in force. Polls opened at 7 this morning, and we got reports almost right away of some pretty long lines forming ahead of the doors, even opening at many locations. I talked to at least one WDAY producer who was voting this morning. He was at the Yumcomp Center in Moorhead and said the line was nearly out the door before the polls opened. At one point, there was also at least a 35-minute wait to get in and vote at the Northview Church in South Fargo. That was happening within the last, 10 to 15 minutes as well. So if you're tight on time and you want to vote this morning, you're watching right now, you might want to check out Cass County's online wait time dashboard. It's really great. It's updated, tells you, 5-10 minutes up to 25 minutes or more how long you can expect to wait at your polling location. A great resource. Today, Matbus is making it a little easier for you to get to your polling place. They're offering free rides to and from sites in West Fargo, Fargo, Moorhead, and Dilworth. All you have to do is let the driver know that you're coming or going from a voting location. Paratransit riders will also get free rides. You can find more information on which polling locations are near Matbus stops on their website, matbus.com. And remember, we have a great Election Day resources page on our website, inforum.com. We have a story posted at the top of our homepage right now, but in case that moves around, the election resources tab is at the top of the page. Very easy to find. It covers everything from where to vote today to breaking down the candidates and the issues. So a great resource. In other news this morning, the case against a former NDSU football player charged with 4 felonies related to an early morning shooting after a party near campus will move forward after a judge determined there was sufficient evidence presented to support all of the charges. 19-year-old Jaden Pickett was a highly coveted recruit and former linebacker for the Bison from Milwaukee. Yesterday, he pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of terrorizing with a dangerous weapon, reckless endangerment with extreme indifference with a dangerous weapon, and gun theft. You can read more on that case right now on our website as well, inforum.com. You can help support the family of 5 children who were seriously injured in a suspected propane explosion that happened in Bagley, Minnesota. A GoFundMe page is now up and running. The sister of the boys is telling us that all 5 of those children were life-flighted to the Twin Cities. They're now in a burn treatment center. We're hearing right now they are in stable condition. A picture posted on our website. The kids are ages 6 to 14. Clearwater County Sheriff's Office says a man in the Five Boys suffered burns during an explosion and fire at a storage unit in Bagley. Deputies believe a propane tank had been leaking inside the unit, and when the man opened the doors and lit a cigarette, it ignited that fire and explosion. Big national headline, in addition to, of course, being Election Day, new overnight, Boeing striking workers have voted to accept the company's most recent offer. Union members voted 59% to approve the deal, ending that months-long strike. Hot Mike with Don Mizzo is coming up this morning, 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com. The Bison basketball teams split on opening day, but it was the newcomers who stole the show for the men and the women. Plus, it may be the game of the year in North Dakota 9-man football. Can West Hope finally get past New Rockford Cheyenne? Hot Mike is on from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com. Remember to join us for our next newscast this morning. Election coverage throughout the day. Our next newscast is at 11 this morning. We'll have an update on, of course, the lines at the polling locations, what you need to know before you head to the polls, and then this afternoon again, 4, 5, 6, and then 9 and 10 tonight will be in the heart of getting all of those results for you as well. And of course, you can also track election results online at Inforum.com. Have a great day, everyone.